Hello, it's Brian Schreiber with Leverage and Lean, back again with another macro video. In this video, I want to show you an Excel macro that will allow you to quickly copy and paste data from an Excel spreadsheet to wherever you please. Let's see it in action. Alright, let me show you the copy paste macro by navigating to Excel, and I'll show you the data that we're going to be copying and pasting. Now traditionally when I use this copy paste macro, the values don't exceed the columns I've identified in the first row. But I want to show you how dynamic this macro is, where it will identify cells that exceed that initial column length. So you can see per row it's going to identify how many columns there are and ensure everything is copied and pasted. And even if there's blank cell values that do not contain spaces, it will skip those cells, jump immediately to the next value within that row into the furthest column. So let me show you this macro in action. If I just click copy and paste, it's going to copy the contents of A1, and I have a Word document brought up where I will do the pasting. Now traditionally you'd probably paste this somewhere where you're doing your manual data entry. It could be a software at your job or somewhere else where you're completing those entries. But just for the sake of showing you this, you can hit Control V to paste that in, and then just with Alt Tab I tab back to the copy paste macro, clicking enter to select OK, and then I can just Alt Tab back to my Word document and continue copy and pasting. So you can see I've now completed the first row of copy pasting, and if I click OK, I move on to row 2, and row 1 is hidden, so it helps you visibly see on the Excel spreadsheet what row you're on and what you're currently copying and pasting. So I can just continue to do this again, and in this row I have an additional column identified in column D, and the macro quickly finds that and allows me to copy and paste it. Now moving on to row 3, you can see the second row is hidden, but this only one has one value, but it just identifies there's one value in this row and moves me on to row 4. Now how does it handle spaces in columns or blank values in columns? You can see I can copy the first cell value, but once I click OK, I jump immediately to column C. So I can quickly just move past those blank cells and on to the next value. Same thing for rows. I quickly jump to row 6 where I can paste that value, and then quickly to row 9 where I can paste the final value. So by finishing the macro, there's nothing left in the rows, and you get a nice message box saying copy paste is complete, and of course stay awesome. So I absolutely love this macro. It has saved me so much time, countless hours doing manual data entry at my job, and I absolutely want to know what you think of this one. Stay awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to view this video. I really do appreciate it. If you want to start using this macro you've seen in the video today, just visit leveragelean.com. If you could do me another big favor, please subscribe to stay updated on any new videos that I'm posting. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, connect us on LinkedIn, check us out on Instagram. Stay awesome.